Caitlyn Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's changing the entire conversation around it. With her explosive talent and fearless flair, she's become the talk of fans, analysts, and even NBA legends who usually stay quiet about the WNBA. No other player has stirred up this level of excitement or sparked such heated debate among some of the most respected voices in the sport. From shattering records to reshaping how the game is played, Caitlyn is powering a fresh wave in women's basketball. But her journey hasn't been all cheers and highlights. She's faced doubt, pushback, and plenty of critics. Still, her impact is impossible to ignore, and now, two basketball icons have spoken out. Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, legends who rarely make public comments on the women's game, are now weighing in, and their words carry weight. Jordan, after watching the growing buzz around Clark, made his stance clear. The WNBA owes Caitlyn a lot for what she's bringing to the game, he said, and he didn't stop there. MJ called for major changes in officiating, pointing out the inconsistent and at times unfair treatment she's faced on the court. But what Michael Jordan said next struck a deeper chord. The treatment Caitlyn's been receiving from officials? Unacceptable. He called it out as unfair, plain and simple, and urged the league to take action. According to Jordan, it's time for the WNBA to step up and do right by one of its brightest stars. His message couldn't be clearer. Caitlyn Clark isn't just elevating the league, she deserves respect on every level, not just from fans and teammates, but also from the referees responsible for protecting the integrity of the game. When the greatest basketball player of all time throws his support behind someone, people listen. Jordan's powerful endorsement signals a turning point. Caitlyn Clark is no longer just a rising talent. She's a force reshaping the future of basketball, and she's not alone in that comparison. Allen Iverson, a legend known for transforming the NBA with his raw talent, and streetball edge, sees a reflection of his own journey in Caitlyn. Like Iverson, Caitlyn burst onto the national stage during her college years and entered the pros with the weight of massive expectations on her shoulders. Neither Iverson nor Clark relied on size or power. They won hearts and games through skill, grit, and a never-back-down attitude. Iverson's killer crossover became a signature move, changing how players approached one-on-one situations. He brought streetball swagger to the NBA hardwood. Now Caitlyn is bringing that same energy to the WNBA, carving out her own space with long-range bombs, slick passes, and fearless drives. In a recent interview, Iverson praised Clark's unique style and unshakable mentality. He called her a game changer, someone who's not just playing the game, but pushing it forward.
Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
Allen Iverson knows exactly what it takes to carry a team, and he sees that same fire in Caitlyn Clark. Back in his prime, Iverson was the heartbeat of his squad, leading the charge night after night. Today, Caitlyn is doing the same for the Indiana Fever. Iverson recently applauded her relentless drive, saying that kind of aggression is what separates true scorers from the rest. It's the mindset of a player who isn't afraid to take the big shot or shoulder the pressure that comes with it. But Iverson didn't stop at scoring. What really impressed him? Caitlyn's elite court vision and unselfish playmaking, skills that define basketball's true greats. Despite being the youngest on her roster, Clark already lifts the level of everyone around her. Her passing, timing, and leadership make her more than just a scorer. She's a floor raiser, as Iverson put it. And he should know. He once led a gritty Sixers team all the way to the NBA Finals, not by himself, but by elevating a group many counted out. Iverson believes Caitlyn has that same magic, the rare ability to make her teammates better while still dominating the game herself. And as she continues to develop, he's confident she'll only get stronger, smarter, and more dangerous. Her best days still ahead. Now, the big question falls to the Indiana Fever. Can they build the right team around her? With the right pieces, the right system, and the right support, Caitlyn Clark could not only lead, she could completely transform the franchise's future. Charles Barkley, NBA legend and longtime sports analyst, has also taken note of Caitlyn Clark's rapid rise. With his decades of experience both on the court and in the media spotlight, Barkley knows what it takes to handle pressure. He's expressed real admiration for how Clark not only performs on the court, but carries herself. Off it, Barkley pointed out that Caitlyn already manages media attention, fan expectations, and the spotlight like a seasoned pro, something he says is rare for someone so young. To Barkley, it's clear, Clark isn't just a standout athlete, she's a natural leader who's built for the big stage.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the no. She came straight out of college.
Caitlyn Clark is proving she's the full package, not just with her skills, but with her attitude, toughness, and relentless work ethic. Under intense pressure from fans and franchises, she hasn't just met expectations, she's blown past them. She's taken hard hits from defenders and come back stronger, showing she's not only talented, but incredibly resilient. What's impressed many is how quickly she's adapted to the WNBA. The jump from college to the pros is no joke. The pace is faster, the players are stronger, and the game is far more physical. Opposing teams haven't taken it easy on her either. She's been targeted from day one. But Caitlyn has answered the challenge with preparation. She's built up the physical strength needed to handle the grind of a long, demanding season. Something fans didn't necessarily expect from a player known more for finesse than force, and that evolution has surprised a lot of people. It's a reminder that dominance comes in many forms. Just ask Shaquille O'Neal, widely considered one of the most physically dominant players in basketball history. But even Shaq has shown love for a different kind of greatness. He's called Steph Curry, known for precision and skill, not size, his favorite player in today's game. Now, Caitlyn Clark seems to be walking a similar path, proving that you don't need overwhelming physical gifts to dominate, just relentless drive, elite skill, and a will to win. Despite their clear differences in size and playing style, Shaquille O'Neal and Steph Curry share something powerful: mutual respect. And now Shaq is extending that same admiration to Caitlyn Clark. Speaking on Unapologetically Angel, the podcast hosted by Angel Reese, one of Clark's biggest rivals, Shaq didn't hold back his praise. He called Caitlyn an undeniable force, noting how she dominates the court even without a towering frame. Shaq drew comparisons between Caitlyn and Steph Curry, pointing out how both have changed the game through their skill, not size. In his eyes, they've each redefined how basketball is played, and more importantly, how it's watched. According to Shaq, that kind of game-changing energy is exactly what drives a league forward, and Caitlyn Clark is doing just that for the WNBA.
Why are you system-based?
Shaquille O'Neal's recent remarks offered some powerful insights, especially his recognition of Caitlyn Clark's ability to achieve things no other WNBA player has done. Even Angel Reese, Clark's fiercest rival, has acknowledged her impact, yet her comments like she can shoot threes from the logo seem to downplay the difficulty of what Caitlyn does. But let's be clear, hitting shots from that deep isn't just flashy, it's a rare and elite skill that takes years of dedication, repetition, and precision to master. Shaq gets it. He knows that Clark's deep-range shooting is a huge part of what's drawing new fans to the WNBA. It's not just entertaining, it's transformative. His praise didn't just highlight her talent, but also positioned her as a catalyst for the league's growth. Some see Shaq's comments as a quiet challenge to Reese, who has repeatedly stated that Caitlyn isn't the only reason the WNBA is rising in popularity. While that's true, the league is full of stars, there's no denying that Clark's long-range game has helped elevate its profile in a way few others have. The tension between Caitlyn and Angel has created one of the most compelling rivalries in sports. But behind the competition lies a deeper truth. Caitlyn Clark, through her unique skill set, is reshaping how the WNBA is viewed, and even legends like Shaq are taking notice. Caitlyn Clark has quickly become a cornerstone of the WNBA's surging popularity, a rising force in a league gaining momentum like never before. The excitement surrounding her mirrors a pivotal moment in basketball history. Back in the 1970s, the NBA struggled to capture national attention. Games weren't even aired live due to low interest. That all changed with the arrival of two transcendent stars, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their epic showdown in the NCAA finals reignited America's love for basketball and catapulted the NBA into a new era of mainstream success. Today, women's basketball is experiencing a similar shift. The recent NCAA women's tournament smashed viewership records, creating a media storm around the sport. At the center of it all, the electric rivalry between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. Their simultaneous leap to the WNBA has sparked a wave of new fans and fresh comparisons to the NBA's legendary Magic vs. Bird era of the 1980s. In fact, the comparison has become so popular that Magic Johnson himself has commented on it, and he agrees. He sees something truly special in Caitlyn Clark, even going so far as to say she has the potential to become the greatest player in WNBA history.
Caitlyn is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlyn still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
Magic Johnson has long been a passionate supporter of the WNBA. As the owner of the Los Angeles Sparks, he has always believed the league would grow into a major, thriving business, just like the NBA. Today, his vision is coming true. Speaking about the surge in the WNBA's popularity, Magic highlights the thrilling rivalry between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. He compares their impact to his legendary battles with Larry Bird, a rivalry that helped transform the NBA. Magic is optimistic that the WNBA will experience similar positive changes, both on and off the court. Financial growth is already underway, and fans are beginning to see the benefits. But it's not just business. The way Magic and Bird changed basketball's style and strategy back then was huge. Now, with Caitlyn Clark's exceptional skill level, far beyond most players in the league, there's every reason to believe she'll inspire a new wave of training methods and team strategies in the WNBA. When Magic Johnson entered the NBA, he completely transformed how offenses operated. With his extraordinary talent and high basketball IQ, he quickly became the league's best point guard, a legacy that still shines today. Caitlyn Clark is on track to have a similar impact on the WNBA, reshaping how the game is played and inspiring a new generation of players. Magic's praise for Caitlyn is impressive, but hold on, because Larry Bird's take is coming up next. Speaking of legendary point guards, when people mention the point god, one name stands above the rest. Chris Paul. Known as the gold standard for traditional point guards, Paul's ability to dissect defenses with sharp scoring and masterful playmaking is exactly how Caitlyn Clark is dominating WNBA defenses today. There was a symbolic passing of the torch when Chris Paul compared Caitlyn's Rookie of the Year season to his own early career. Beyond respect on the court, they've even connected off it, thanks in part to their shared endorsement deal with State Farm. In fact, State Farm asked Chris Paul to send a personal congratulations to Caitlyn on her Rookie of the Year win, sealing a moment of mutual admiration between two incredible playmakers.